In this video, you'll learn how the library database is structured, how to get help online from a librarian, and how to download articles off campus from Google Scholar. You've often heard teachers tell you to locate sources and research materials in the library. What can be confusing is how the library organizes itself and where information is stored. Students often say that they can't find anything on their topic. If I wanted to learn about the history of textbooks, for example, I would get 235 results. But if we read these titles, you would notice that none of them have anything to actually do with the history of textbooks. If I want to refine my search, I can put quotation marks around. This means that the database is going to look exactly for the words history of textbooks together. So I get one result, and if you look at the title, Beyond the Exotic, it has nothing to do with history of textbooks. Students often give up at this point. Most often, students abandon their topic and settle for something that will give instant results. What you may not know is that this search will only locate books at the UCSB library. Well, we're part of the UC system, so there are millions of more books to choose from. But you're not going to find them here. If we go back to the home page and simply slide over one tab, Next Generation Melville, go ahead and type those search terms. History of textbooks, quotation mark. And we're in luck. A brief history of textbooks. Where have we been all these years? We may also want to try our search by taking out the quotation marks, just in case there's a book called History of American Textbooks, which could be helpful. We get over 10,000 results, but we can scroll down looking at titles and see if any books are relevant. If we return to the library homepage, you can also look for an actual article on the topic. If you slide over another tab and click here, Articles, and type in our terms, and again we'll use quotation marks. And again we can scroll down this database looking at article titles to see if any are relevant. You can also filter your search by looking for academic journals only, magazines only, newspapers, and so forth. One thing that students don't realize about this database is that not all the articles that have ever been published in the history of writing are here. Some students expect to find all articles in this database. Some are older, so they're not in an actual electronic form. So you actually go into the library to find these articles. And some articles are simply not part of this database. EBSCO hosts all participating journals. It's like an electronic file cabinet for articles, but there are multiple file cabinets in the library. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If we come back to the home page, down here at the bottom, click on Article Databases. From A to Z, you'll find multiple databases, and each one of these is like a file cabinet with thousands of articles. The problem is, if you're in the wrong file cabinet, you'll never find anything on your topic. So how do we know which file cabinet to go into? You have several options. Let's return to the home page. The first place that you can go to, down here in the bottom left, is Help by Subject. All you have to do is find your major, so let's say Law and Society, and the library organizes for you the various databases or file cabinets that you can find your articles in. Your next option is to simply ask a librarian. One of the best features of this library is that you can chat online 24/7 with a librarian. So if you come over here to the right, simply put in your name and email and ask your question, and they'll answer any question for you, and they're very, very helpful. And your third option is to actually make an appointment with a librarian. And so you can come in, speak to a specialist who will know about your discipline or major and find materials to help you conduct your research. This will save you hours of wasted time. The last tab I would like to show you is Google Scholar. Most of us love using Google to conduct research. Google Scholar has the tools of Google and a database that filters out all non-academic websites. Let's give it a try. History of textbooks. We came up with 83 results. If I had done this search on a regular Google site, we would get over 10,500 results. Like the other databases in the library, Google Scholar is fantastic, but it doesn't contain every article that's ever been published. Google Scholar is merely one of the file cabinets in the library. It's a good one. All students should run by this system, but don't place all your eggs into one basket. You need to go into multiple file cabinets to find the information you need. One final thing about Google Scholar. If you're going to do research from a home computer or at a coffee shop, you're going to need to log in up in the top right. And then you can click on to the home page from there. This allows you to log in through the library's proxy. So if you notice up here in the actual URL, you'll see the word proxy. So that's really important when you are using the library databases off campus. This allows you to have full access to all their articles. If it does not say proxy in the URL address above, then you won't be able to download articles and it will prompt you to pay for them. Once you click on UC eLinks, to locate the article you can click on either link, but I usually click on the one that says full text available. Enlarge the window, then click on PDF full text to download the article into the desktop or thumb drive, or you can print it. Or you have the option to email the article to yourself.